Okay, greetings everybody. This is the video to introduce the other videos for this week. We are in week 3. Sorry for not getting it posted yesterday. I'm at meetings in Southern Ontario and just ran into some issues with connectivity. So anyway, good old technology. So here I am today sharing an introduction to the videos that I'm going to be sharing on knowledge transfer. The first video that I'm going to share with you is a video of Brad, my husband, speaking about knowledge transfer, harvesting from the land. How did he learn how to do all that? What is that about? And making use of storytelling for him, sharing what knowledge transfer happened for him with regards to hunting and harvesting from the land. The other videos that I'm going to share are around knowledge transfer and knowledge transfer around experiences, for example, ceremony. And so you will listen to Michaela talk about her experience with ceremony that she got to participate in. In terms of reading about Anishinaabe knowledge, who the Anishinaabe are. You've read up to the end of chapter 2 by this point. Now I'm going to get you started with chapter 3 and 4 by the end of next week. And what we're learning about in those 2 chapters, our storyteller, Darcy, is talking about what we call Kandaswan, Anishinaabe Kandaswan, understanding Anishinaabe knowledge and how that knowledge transfer happens. So for many of our Anishinaabe people, knowledge transfer really is an experiential kind of way of life, how that knowledge transfer happens. It's experiential, it's a way of life, it's day to day, it's everything that happens in the day. And my sharing, in all the things that I do and share with you in the videos, kind of point back to storytelling, and storytelling that happens through a variety of ways for us. Experience, living your life, and all of the different pieces that happen as you spend time with your grandma or your auntie or your uncle, or someone, a knowledge keeper who maybe is sharing information about a way of doing something like harvesting from the land. What about making beadwork? What about quill work and how we harvest the quill work and the way that the quill work is dyed, and all of those kinds of things that allow for a finished product. So you're going to hear and see all of those different storytellings, those ways of what we call knowledge transfer, are Kandaswan happening. And so I invite you to watch all those videos. Your group discussion dialogue this week, though, focuses on Brad's video. And what I'm asking you to do is to talk about what is one thing that really stuck out for you with regards to harvesting and land-based knowledge transfer. And so maybe you can relate. Maybe you have an uncle or an auntie, a harvester, a gatherer, somebody from the land that shared information with you, and that knowledge stuck to you, and maybe now you're sharing it with someone in your family, maybe a little cousin, a child, a little niece or a nephew. So definitely I would like for your input on sharing how that knowledge transfer storytelling that Brad did, how you can relate and understand to it. I also want to remind you that your reflection is due this week. Your reflection, I had somebody email me just not too long ago asking me about the reflections. Are we talking about 7 grandfathers? Are we talking about... You can talk about anything when you're relating it to course material, anything that you've read up to this point, or any of the videos that you've watched up to this point in your reflection. So it doesn't have to be just on something in chapter 2. It can be any of the videos that you watched. You just need to connect back to what it is that you're reflecting on. Also going to send a reminder that your personal creative story, I'll probably post that, the requirement, the guideline again for you probably in next week's videos and next week's course content, because people sometimes get things mixed up from the group discussions to the reflections, and then I post the personal creative story assignment and people get mixed up. So I don't want that to happen. You're halfway through the course. Amazing to me that we're already halfway through the spring semester. So don't panic. I also had a couple of students who sent me emails that were Brightspace was fighting them. It fights all of us for some strange reason. I don't know. Anyway, that's the format that we're on. So I went in and changed the group discussion, how long you can post, to the end of the semester. I really would like for you to post as the discussions are released. So the one on harvesting is released as of today at midnight, 12:01 a.m., May 21. I think today's the 21st. Anyway, somebody asked if I could open up the things earlier. I don't open them up until the week that they're due or the week that they're in. Again, that's to avoid confusion. And I know some of you are wanting to work through the material and wanting to go through the responsibilities faster. That is not how Anishinaabe, Adzuin, and Kindaswan happens. It is not a hurry up and quick, get this done, let me talk about this, let me reflect on it right now. Time. And I told you guys this in the very first video, how on earth am I going to be able to share with you what needs to be shared from a 14-week semester into half that in terms of time? I even challenged the registrar's office on this. Are you sure you guys have the correct time frame for this? Usually this information is shared over a whole semester, and really and truly this information is shared over a lifetime. And so to do it in a condensed course is a challenge. I'm not speeding it up. I'm not releasing things any quicker than what I have done up to this point. So those of you who are really go-getters and taskmasters, I'm going to ask you to be patient. You are following and participating in an Anishinaabe learning experience. So I thank you for indulging me as the Anishinaabe instructor. I'm 58 years old. I've taken my whole life in some of these things that we share with you to learn about. And you're getting just a snapshot in a couple of weeks. So I thank you for your patience. I thank you for your participation. And I thank you for following my instructions on, when things are released, that's when they're released. And I've opened it up though, so that it's available to the end of the semester. For those of you who had trouble with Brightspace, my meeting with Jesse will connect all of our assignments that give you grades. Probably next week. I thought it was going to happen this week. It's not this week, and so it'll probably be next week. But so far so good. I love reading your input, your contributions. I really welcome those of you who are sharing so deeply. Some of you have shared great big paragraphs, like plural paragraphs. Thank you for sharing so deeply about who you are, what it is that you are understanding, what it is that you wish to understand. I'm very grateful for that. So you are also potentially opening up a window of learning for your colleagues who are reading your information too. So thank you for doing that. In the meantime, it is chilly and kind of gray here, trying to rain. I'm in London this week. I'm actually on my way home later today. I understand our grass is green at home, flowers are blooming, leaves are no longer just little buds, they're full out leaves. And that is definitely a beautiful thing. Spring is in full session. What a great time of year. Creation confirms for us that life and movement forward is happening. That is a beautiful part of what we call Minoba Madzuin, the good life. And so I look forward to sharing with you the videos that are coming. So please watch, enjoy yourself this weekend, have a great weekend. It is May long weekend in the United States, and if that is something special to you, you celebrate Memorial Day weekend, have a great weekend. And I'll chat with you again next week. Mama P.